Hello, good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you about your human settlement, chapter number 4, unit 2nd, class 12th, from the book India, People and Economy. India, People and Economy. In this chapter, we will study about the meaning of the human settlement, mean to say where people used to live in human settlement within the cluster of dwellers of any type or any size where human beings are living. For this purpose they erect their houses, make other type of structures, buildings, etc. And based upon this area wise, reason wise, we can divide these settlements into two parts. One is urban and another is rural. One is urban and another is rural. And urban and rural basic difference is there. In a rural settlement, we derive from the basic economic need, that is from the primary activity, and whereas urban settlement we take from the secondary activities, and these secondary activities are taken from industrial areas and others. Industrial areas where raw material is converted into finished goods. And another way we can differentiate this rural settlement and urban settlement, for the things that rural settlements act to fulfill the basic needs of the rural people, and rural settlement takes place through transport and communication network. But in urban settlement there are different type of new production goods are produced, and to take these from one place to another place, that is called urban settlement, that is the industrial sector. In other ways, simple way, we can recognize urban as primary economic activity and rural as secondary economic activity. And the third major difference is there, rural and urban settlement differ in the terms of social relationship, attitude and outlook. Rural people are less mobile and therefore social relations among them are very intimate, but on the other hand, in urban areas, way of life is somewhat complex, fast, and social relations are formal. In this way, we can differentiate this rural settlement and urban settlement. And now I would like to tell you about the detailed study of urban settlement. Based upon urban settlement, as we know that these settlements vary in size and its type, there are various factors and conditions are responsible for having different types of rural settlement in India. Among them, very first is physical feature, second is cultural and ethnic factors, and third one is security factors. First one, that is physical factor, it tells us about the nature of terrain, altitude, climate and availability of water and other resources. In second, cultural and ethnic factors, we take social structure, mean to say what society comprises of, that is caste, color, creed, religion. And third one is security factors, defense against the thefts, robberies, and moreover how much that society is secure in other ways, social, economic and political as well. And based upon these factors, rural settlement in India broadly can be divided into four types. One is here given, clustered and agglomeration or nucleated. Second one is semi-clustered or fragmented. Third one is hamleted and fourth one is dispersed or isolated. As it is very clear from the name, but there is many minor and delicate difference among all these types. Like clustered settlements are a compact or closely built area of the houses. In this type of village, the general living area is distinct and separated from the surroundings, farms, and pastures, etc. And when we talk about this cluster type of movement, it form different type of shapes, geometrical shapes such as rectangular, radial, linear, etc. And about these shapes you will study in your another book. There is also chapter in second book special regarding this human settlement. Diagrams are also given there. And in such type of settlement, clustered settlements are found in the region of India, that is Budhelkhand, region of central India, and Nagaland. Budhelkhand, you have heard about that Bajirao Mastani film. That is the area that there is a big fort also. It is very famous. In Rajasthan, scarcity of water has also given some origin to such type of settlements. Then I will talk about second type of settlement, that is semi-clustered or fragmented. Such type of settlements are found or developed in the area, may also result from the segregation or fragmentation of a large compact village. In this case, there is one or more section of the society or village are forced to live a little away from the main cluster of the village. Like you have seen that some people have formed there in the center, there are people are living, and around that center some more people are living in different section wise, based upon, we can say, their caste, based upon occupation. Same occupation type people are living, and this is found in rural areas only. And such type of cluster, semi-clustered settlements are found such in widespread in the Gujarat plains and some parts of the Rajasthan. Now that is the third point, that is helmeted and helmeted type of settlement. Such type of settlements are fragmented into several physical units, and they are bearing their different type of names like Para, Pali, Panna, Haveli, Nagla, Dhani, etc. in the various parts of the country, like Dhani in Rajasthan and Haveli in Punjab. This segmentation of a large village is often motivated by the social and ethnic factors prevailing in that particular society, that particular area. Middle and lower plains of Ganga and Chhattisgarh are the example of such type of clustered, such type of hamleted settlement. And the last one is dispersed settlement. These settlements are in isolated area, having isolated pattern. Appears that they have been isolated from that particular community, particular area, and they used to live with the farms and pastures on the slopes. Extreme dispersion of the settlement is often caused by extremely fragmented nature of the terrain. Terrain mean to say physical presentation, demographic presentation of that particular area. Such type of settlements are found in Meghalaya, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, etc. Now let us discuss about urban settlement. Urban settlements are found in different types are there, like three type of their towns: ancient towns, medieval towns, and modern towns, right? Like we also classify it based upon their historical factors. To make its study easy, we have classified into three ways. Ancient towns, like they are very ancient in their history and very first developed with having some historical background. Like in India, we have Patliputra, Patna, Madurai, and some more ancient towns of India. having historical background. Then second type of towns are there, medieval towns. These about 100 of existing towns have their development during this medieval period. Like we have divided history into three periods. Most of them developed headquarters and principalities and kingdom. These are fort town came up with ruins of the ancient towns important among Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Lucknow and Nagpur. And third type of towns are there. They are modern towns, modern, that are developed after the British. When European invaded India and they ruled upon here, they are not very old, like Surat, Daman, Goa, Pondicherry, and they use such type of cities, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, in their own British style for different type of commerce and trades. And Jamdeshpur can also be in that category. And we can take this as an example. Even after independence also, such type of development in different type of towns is going on. And next I would like to tell you about the classification of the towns based upon their functions. Another type of classification, functional classification, based upon the functions. On your book it is page number 36. Very good detailed study has been given there. Very first is administrative towns and cities, where mean to say they are mostly in capital cities like New Delhi, Bhopal, Imphal, Srinagar, Gandhinagar, Jaipur, Chennai, etc. They are this administrative take works. And industrial towns such as Mumbai, Salem, Jamshedpur, Hooghly, Bhilai, etc. That industries are the major attraction of these countries, these cities, these towns. And transport cities, they are transport cities, primarily they are related to ports, that is the loaded and uploading and loading of the things from one place to another place. Inland transport like Vishakhapatnam, Agra, then we can say Katni, etc. These cities are engaged in export and import activities of the economy. Then fourth one is commercial towns. Commercial towns are the cities specialized in trade and commerce are in this class, like Kolkata and Saharanpur, etc. Then mining towns, as we have studied in our previous classes, that mining, Raniganj, Jharia, Ankleshwar, Singrauli, these are the basic mining sites for India. These are known as mining towns. And next one is very very important, that is garrisons and cantonment towns. Here we call it Chhavni in Hindi, where military forces are given training, like one Halwara in Punjab, in Ambala in Haryana, Jalandhar is there, and Udhampur, etc. In this way, this is the major classification of the towns based upon their functions. And next one I am going to tell you about the educational towns, where we would like to education campus are located, such as Roorkee, Varanasi, Aligarh, Pilani, Allahabad, etc., having ancient history of this teaching and learning. Religious and cultural towns, very much known to us, like Indians are very much religious in their nature, and they used to visit such type of places like Amritsar, Tirupati, Mathura, Varanasi, Ayodhya, Madurai, etc., etc. And Ujjain is there. And last is that tourist towns, very very important for our summer vacation. Every time we people used to visit there, but unluckily this time nobody can enjoy this summer vacation due to this COVID-19. And you know all the names of these tourist towns such as Nainital, Mussoorie, Shimla, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Mount Abu, and such type of towns comes in the category of tourist town. And after that, I would like to tell you about the population of a particular area, mean to say urban center area. It has been categorized based upon number of the people in crores. Sixth type is less than 5,000. Fifth type, like it is shown in the pie chart also, that is sixth one is shown by small dots, and fifth one 5,000 to 999, that is shown by fifth point, that also somewhat black type of color is there. And then more than 10,000 to 19,909, then 20,000 to 49,000 something. Then second one is 50,000 to 99,000 something. And first one that has covered this vast area, this more area, that is more than 1 lakh crore in size. In this way, here has given the number of cities also in this table, you can say. And this is regarding the human settlement, rural settlement, urban settlement, type and size of urban settlement, functional classification of the settlements. And you have to take care. Within this, I have completed my lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.